Hey everybody, Leo DeSell, Pinner Real Estate, and this is your Friday market update. I've been getting asked by a lot of buyers, what is closing costs? How much is it? Why do I have to do it? So on. So hopefully this video will teach you something if you're curious of this. First of all, let's explain it. It's a combination of lender and title company fees plus prepaid expenses. What are lender and title company fees? Well, basically, the lender is going to order the appraisal. That's part of your lender fees. The lender has to make some money. This is where they make money on the sale, so they're going to charge what they call an origination fee. The attorney fees, he's the one that's going to put the title in your name and do the work to properly make sure the title's okay and it transfers properly to you. And then title insurance, this is a whole nother video about what that is. Always get it. Get an owner's title policy. The lender's going to require a lender title policy, but that's a whole nother video. So basically, that's what that portion of it is. There's another big portion that a lot of people really don't understand, and it's prepaid expenses. What is that? It's taxes and insurance, which goes into a neutral escrow account that your lender provides. It's typically 0.68% of the sales price of homeowner's insurance. That's the cost. And then property taxes is about 1.1% of the sales price, depending on the parish you're in. So what the lender wants is 1 year's worth about of the homeowner's insurance and property taxes held in the lender's escrow account. They want that money up front at the closing. You don't lose it. This is not a fee, guys. Your prepaid expenses, which is a big part of your closing fee, is not a fee. This is just what they want up front. They want to put it in a little cushion escrow account that sits there in case the proper amount's not paid each year. They can dip in, use that to pay the taxes and pay the insurance if you're not doing it properly. So two big things of what closing costs is. Lender and title company fees, prepaid. Prepaid is homeowner's insurance and taxes they want up front. This is the cool thing. When you sell this home, when you call us in a couple of years to sell it, you get that money back. You don't lose it. It's in this escrow. If you pay properly each year, this money gets returned to you when you sell the home. It takes about 3 weeks after the closing to get it back, but know that you don't lose it. Let me give you just a good example. Based on a sales price of $200,000, let's go with the typical FHA loan, which is a very common loan for buyers to get. That requires 3.5% of the sales price as a down payment. So for $200,000, 3.5% of the sales price, we have a $7,000 required down payment by the lender for this kind of loan. This fee cannot be negotiated. That's it. That's what the lender requires. What we could do is get the seller to assist with your closing costs. With a good offer, with proper negotiating, we can get the seller to help pay your closing costs, which are these two big things. Okay, so that's something that's a very common thing. It's called concessions too. You may have heard of it like that. So with a good offer, good negotiating, we can get the seller to help out with your closing costs, which is a big chunk, guys. Rule of thumb, closing costs, all of this added up is typically 3% of the sales price. So an easy way to think of it is $3,000 for every $100,000. So what do you need to buy a home? You have to have the down payment, whichever it is, pending the loan that you get. And you have to have about 3% of the sales price, but we can get the seller to help you with this with good negotiating. So hopefully you learned something new. Let me know if you have any questions, comment below. Thank you. Good.